A couple of years ago, I remember waking up and just feeling absolutely tired, even though I had slept for like 10 plus hours that particular night. And this feeling of tiredness and fatigue lasted 24/7. It was as if something was just pulling me down. I had a laundry list of things that I wanted to do. I wanted to learn how to code. I wanted to study math. I wanted to start a side hustle. But because I was always just so tired and had so much brain fog, I could never get any of these things done. It's as if I had this barrier between me and these activities. So because of this constant tiredness, my grades were shit. I was socially awkward and I had no accomplishments in life whatsoever. And I could see my life literally declining in front of my eyes. And to be honest, this scared me. I didn't want to end up being mediocre, average, and this was like a very scary thought back then. So for the next 5 years, I read hundreds of self-help books, watched thousands of podcasts, tried a bunch of tools, technique, diet, supplements, you name it, I've tried it. And in this video, I'm going to talk about one thing that had a major impact on my energy levels. And I promise you that if you apply this one thing in your life, your energy levels will go up by 90%. Like using these protocols, I was able to flip my life around. I went on to work as a software engineer at Fortune 500 companies like AMD, Dell Technologies, Synopsys. I became one of the top performing students in my bachelor's and my master's program. And I did all of these things while lifting weights, reading books, and learning martial arts 6 days a week. And all of this was possible only because I had a lot of energy and motivation. So I hope that my personal transformation lends some credibility to what I'm about to say next. So back in the days where I had like absolutely no energy whatsoever, I used to wake up and go to sleep whenever I felt like it. It was all based on my mood and emotion and what was going on in my life on that particular day. If I was hanging out with friends, I would sleep at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And if I had nothing to do, I would probably sleep much earlier, like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Basically, I had no routine. And the same goes for me waking up. If I had to attend university, school, I used to wake up quite early. And on the weekends, I used to sleep till 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Because back then, what I understood about sleep was as long as I get 8 hours of sleep, I'm good. 8 hours of sleep, that's what you hear all over the mainstream internet, right? 8 hours of sleep is healthy. You need to get 8 hours of sleep. So that's what I thought, right? Whether I sleep at 1 a.m. or whether I sleep at 9 p.m., it doesn't really matter as long as I get my 8 hours of sleep, right? I should be good. I was wrong. Sleeping 8 hours a day is just like one part of the equation, but the other important part, which accounts for like 50% of your sleep quality, is waking up and going to bed at the same time every single day. So even though in the past I was getting 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep, I was still waking up feeling tired and having all this brain fog. It's only after years of having like sleep poor quality, I realized the importance of literally having a sleep schedule. Like you need to have a time fixed where you actually go to bed and actually go to sleep. And you need to have a time fixed where you actually wake up. Even on weekends, yes. I'm not kidding. Even on weekends, you should wake up on the same time every day. And once I started adhering to a sleep schedule, life completely flipped around. I used to wake up feeling fresh, energized, and ready to get shit done. Literally within a week, my energy levels got boosted by like 40-50%. I was like, whoa! Just by sleeping on the same time every single day and getting up on the same time every single day, I am going to feel this amazing. The reason why this is so important is because whenever you go to sleep, your body does a bunch of important processes, from secretion of hormones to decluttering your mind. And when you go to sleep at random times and wake up at random times, these processes are not optimally done. That is why you wake up feeling fatigued and have this brain fog and you have mood swings and you're not motivated. If you're the kind of person that enjoys information-based content rather than just pointless entertainment, then make sure that you click on the subscribe button because I'm going to be making a lot of such videos. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Some of you are thinking that, Jibreal, if I go to bed early like at 9 or 10 p.m., how on earth am I going to socialize? Like all my friends hang out late, parties start late. What's my social life going to look like? Let me be completely honest with you. I did miss a bunch of social occasions, whether they were family gathering, parties, or just friends calling me over. Because just sleeping at regular times and waking up at regular times improved the quality of my life by such a large degree. I was finally doing the things that I wanted to do. I was able to tick things off my to-do list. I felt productive. I learned how to code. I learned martial arts. I was consistent in the gym. Like these things gave me so much joy, pleasure, satisfaction, seeing myself grow consistently. So if I had to give some social gatherings away in order to retain what I had, I was willing to make that sacrifice. Once you realize the power, the energy, the optimization that regular sleep gives you, you are going to be very careful about breaking these things. You're going to really question your social events that is it worth it? Is 2 hours of fun worth ruining the next day? So one thing that I started doing was having all my social events like way earlier, somewhere during lunch. I was like, hey guys, I am free. I'm free to meet you guys as long as it's earlier in the day. I don't mind mornings. I don't mind lunch. I don't mind somewhere in the afternoon. We can do it. And I know some of you are probably going to complain about not being able to fall asleep. Like, this was true in my case. It used to take me like 1.5 hours or 2 hours to actually be able to fall asleep. I had to flip through 30 positions, stare at the ceiling, scroll through my cell phone, I don't know, sacrifice a virgin to Satan in order to actually fall asleep. But ever since I watched a couple of podcasts on sleep optimization by Andrew Huberman, it completely changed my sleep. So I'm going to share with you a couple of tips that are almost miraculously going to optimize your sleep. Within days, 3-4 days, your sleep is going to be optimal. You see, your body has its own biological clock. It's called its circadian rhythm. And this decides how you're feeling at a moment. Are you all energized or are you drowsy? And if this clock is messed up, you are going to feel excited at the wrong times and you're going to feel drowsy at the wrong times. My circadian rhythm, my biological clock was messed up, which is why I used to wake up feeling tired, and during night I was like fully pumped up and used to have like a bunch of thoughts coming in. So the first tool that I use to adjust my biological clock, my circadian rhythm for better quality of sleep, is that I started fasting. I realized that when I fast for like 16 to 18 hours, the quality of sleep I get is amazing and I instantly fall asleep. Your body does a bunch of detoxifying processes. Also, it recalibrates your hormone secretion. The days I do not fast, I feel that I almost have this chaotic energy within me at night, but the days I do fast for like 16 to 18 hours, I feel a lot more relaxed and have this soothing feeling. And within 10 to 15 minutes of hitting the bed, I am deep asleep. The second protocol that I use for optimizing my sleep is literally sunlight. So as soon as you wake up, you need to view like sunlight for like 10 to 15 minutes, and this gives your body a signal that, hey, it's morning. Pump out the right hormones or neurochemicals to make him alert and get him ready for the day and get him moving. So I try to view as much sunlight during the earlier parts of the day, during mornings, during afternoon. And let's say around 7:30 p.m, I start dimming the lights of my house. So I literally turn off all the lights in my room and I just turn on lamps which emit yellow light, and they're like pretty dim. So this gives your body another message. Like, it adjusts your circadian rhythm, letting it know that, hey, it's night, time to relax, buddy, time to switch off thoughts, and this helps you fall asleep much easier. And if you're someone who likes to like check out his cell phone or laptop, firstly I would recommend that you don't touch these things at night. But if you absolutely have to, enable dark mode and enable blue light filters. So this is like still better than viewing it without these filters. The last protocol that I follow to optimize my sleep is that I do all of my hard, physical, cognitively demanding work earlier on in the day. That is the time of the day where your body is the most alert. It secretes dopamine earlier on in the day. So get rid of all your cognitively demanding, challenging, physical, stressful, anxiety-giving tasks earlier on in the day. Later on in the day, your body secretes more of serotonin. So this is responsible for soothing you down, calming you down. Do not place in tasks which are very, very stressful, because this is going to keep you up then later at night and you're not going to be able to fall asleep. So around 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, I do not do any cognitively demanding, challenging tasks. You're not going to believe this, but I literally put my phone on flight mode 1 hour before bedtime, because I don't want to receive a phone call which is stressful in nature or which is too fun or exciting in nature. I want to keep that 1 hour just to unwind, calm down, relax, not worry about work. You're like one bad phone call away from messing up your sleep schedule. I know all this sounds like a bit dogmatic, that why do you bother making so much effort to optimize your sleep? But trust me, the best investment you can make for yourself in terms of your mental health, physical health, is optimizing the quality of your sleep. It's not buying a supplement, it's not doing a course, it's not doing some weird exercise. No, it's optimizing your sleep. If you're someone who wants to get work done, but procrastination and bad habits, they're just weighing you down, then click on the link in the description and book a one-on-one call with me. I only take on 5 clients a month, so make sure you do it soon. You don't want to miss out.